All right, everybody, what is going on? It is the 30th. Embargo is up for Diablo 4, and there is so much information out there now that I would just like to really quick go over with you guys, like, what I think is the very best resource. If you're looking for builds, for information, for anything, there's one page, and one page only, that you need, and that is from the guys over at maxroll.gg. I have been using maxroll.gg for Diablo 3, running the seasons, figuring out what I want to play, what I want to do, what I want to push, going out of my comfort zones to try different builds on different characters to see how far I can push them. Because they said, hey, this works good. Like, oh, I would have never thought to play that, or oh, I don't think I would have liked that style. Playing their build because it ranked higher in the tier list or whatnot to try to push that, and it's been a lot of fun. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys their site a little bit. I'm registered, I'm a member. I did the little $2-3 thing to get rid of the ads and stuff on it because it's a very great resource that I use. I'm actually going to be using their Barbarian Guide for leveling because I kind of did my own thing on the first beta and that was fun. So for Server Slam, where I knew like, oh, I might not have enough time to play, I played through their leveling build and really like that. And I'm actually going to switch which one I did because I want to check out a different playstyle too, since I've checked out a couple different ones and now we're into the full game. We'll see what kind of fun we will have with this. They've also over here got a really cool thing like, which class are you planning to start at launch? Obviously, where I voted Barbarian. We have your Druid at 19.1%, Necromancer at 9.2%, Rogue at 15.6%, and Sorcerer at 29%. So kind of an interesting divide that we got going on here from the people that come to their site and that can vote on this. Um, so they also redid their website a little bit. It's got a whole new layout that was launched just with all this information going live. So if you click up here, have Maxwell right here, news, gaming guides, you can come in, pick whatever game you want, the about, to, I guess, store, streams, bounties, giveaways, all coming soon. Contact them. You just close that up here. Same thing, you have that up here and can really quick click them. I'm already clicked onto the Diablo 4 one as well. So I'm going to click myself off real quick here, just so you can see that. That's where I clicked. That shows all that. As I said, I'm logged in. We're going to close that. News, Diablo, home, all that good stuff right there. And I'm going to leave. Actually, I'll move myself from where I was at. So I'm going to put me back on. And we're going to put me in a corner right now. So up here, the first thing of information we have is their getting started section. Obviously, the campaign guides aren't out yet because that's still under embargo. You're still not allowed to talk about major story spoilers and that kind of stuff. That's still very much under wraps. Coming up next, they have talks about character customization, first steps, powering up skill trees, stats, damage, defenses, vendors, Paragon board selection. So like whatever you want to see. So like you can pop up here, and we can pop in here. You can come down, face and body, hair, color. Everything goes into a lot of detail about these different things of information. So let's come down now to stats. Stats. We're going to come down here, and it's going to show core stats. These are your core stats. It's going to give percentages and kind of tell you about that in detail. And one of the things that the Max Roll guys said that this time around they were looking to bring the absolute best, to step it up another notch above what they've already been doing, to bring the absolute best information, the best guides, the best videos, the best tutorials, the best resources. Even with like the D4 planner is going to be coming too, because I know they really like the one that's out right now, which I think is d4planner.gg. Because that's what everybody's using right now, and that one's really good, and they want to have their version of that that's just as good, if not even better. So that's a little bit that. So then we're going to come back in, and then you can come into build guides, and they're going to have like results for everything. That's all of them. But then you can click into your class. I can click into the Barbarian, and I can see here they have a Hammer of the Ancients leveling build, Upheaval leveling build, whirlwind leveling, rend leveling, and then for endgame we have a whirlwind and a hammer of the ancients builds right now. And then you can click through and go through each class. Okay, here we go. Here's an endgame build. Here's some leveling builds. Here's an endgame build, and it's really easy to tell which one is which with the different backgrounds. Come into the necromancer. There's a bunch of different leveling ways. And then we've got our two endgame builds. And I'm sure more will come, more will be fine-tuned, constantly updated. Come into the rogue, you can see the same thing here. We've got a bunch of leveling and a couple endgame. Sork, same thing. So now I'm just going to come back to the barbarian because I know what I'm checking out, so I know what I'm looking at already, and I'll click in here and show you like how detailed they are. So they kind of give like an overview of like what kind of gear you could be looking at using. Um, and they'll say here this is like the beginner build, the end game build, but since this is leveling, this is kind of like stuff that you're looking for. This is more or less just showing off like the legendary powers that they have on there. So they give an overview of it right here, and everything's interactive, so you can really like see like exactly what they got there, what's here, what's there. So then we're gonna come down. So there's your overview, and then you're going to come down here and see like warning. You know, these are your pros, these are your cons. They say they may struggle while playing. Da, 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 da. Then you can come down and you can see, and you can click here and all the information about the different skills. You can click and boom, there's going to be videos about them showing off the build, showing the build in action to see if you would like that. And then you come down and it's going to show how much renown you have. And then getting started. Start here. Level 2 we're putting here. Level 3 we're putting here. And then we're coming down and they're just going into so much detailed information about what they're doing. Go here, do this, go here, what you're looking for here, what you can find here. And then it's just broken down very well. And then you see like right here, okay, this set of levels here we're putting in. This set of levels now we're putting in here level by level. And you can switch up some stuff if you want to, depending what you feel comfortable with, but I found that this is pretty well. Then they come down here for like your renown points, and they're like, oh, here 1 to 3 you're putting here, 4 to 6 you're putting here, 7 there, there. And then you can check out all your. Then they go to say, hey, we have a renown guide here as well. And then this is going to talk about like Barbarian's arsenal system, unlocking it, how it impacts leveling. And then down here you're going to see some gear progression, what you're looking for, the order of stuff that you're looking for, codex of powers, in the order you want to find them. They're saying, hey, you need to have this. Okay, you need to get this stuff from here, here. And you need to get this from here. And they give like warnings as you go. Don't put this here because this is going to change out this and that. And there's just so much information here. Everything is really great. And then look, they even got like a full-on video, 14-minute video here on the builds, going in depth about everything. And right here, see, that's Rack showing from the D4 Planner site, which I think was the d4planner.gg, I believe is what it was called. But he's got that in the background, using that and showing you everything. And then down at the bottom, they give a little bit of summary. It shows who actually wrote it and who reviewed and checked all that person's information. So like I said, I just want to put out a small little video here. It's maybe a little bit longer than I thought, but then look, you can also come over here. So that was just showing the build. So before we do that, so we've got my Nightmare Dungeon tier list, Speed Farming tier list, Endgame tier list, Leveling tier list. So you can click in here, and you can see this is the S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, F tier, and then you can click in to get to the builds that they have there. And it looks like they still got some more that are coming that aren't fully finished yet or not up yet, but I'm sure they'll get them up really quick. I don't want to quick into like, okay, so we'll check out, then they got dungeons. You can come in here and search. They have all this information on dungeons. And we'll click in here. It's going to show where it's at, the maps of the dungeons. Like, they've really gone out of their way to compile all this information for us. Bosses, and then resources. You have all this other stuff there that they have about the game. They have everything you would really just need to know is right here, and it's awesome. Like I said, I've used them a ton for Diablo 3, and I'll be using them in Diablo 4. So I hope this helped you guys. I hope this is a resource that you guys will use, reach out to, check out their stuff if you feel stuck or you just want to see, like, maybe you still want to do something your way, but you kind of get stuck at a point and you want to see, okay, there's the kind of build I'm running. What are they doing where and at different spots? This is a really good spot to come in and look at that and kind of fine tune your own experience as well. So again, thank you guys for watching. Again, in this video, drop below. Let me know what build you're using, what build you're going to run, what class you're playing, and what you think of everything so far. We'll have more videos coming up. We get 2 days now. We'll be in there playing and pumping out as much content as I can. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back with another one.